This is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're here at the LD Micro Invitational 2018 in Bel Air, California. With me right now is Greg Feller from Mogo Finance Technology, publicly traded company. The symbol is MOGO. Greg, welcome to SNNLive.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you on. So, for our audience, let's start off with an overview of the company and go from there.
Sure. So Mogo is one of Canada's leading consumer financial technology companies. We are building what we believe is becoming the go-to app for millennials to manage and control their financial health. Today we have about 600,000 members and about 6 products.
And, let's get a little history of the company. When did it start, and how did you develop to where you're currently at today?
Sure. So we started the company 15 years ago. We started as a lender, an alternative lender. We were one of the first to move into online lending within the consumer space in North America. And then we started moving into other products. We went public on the Toronto Stock Exchange 3 years ago this month as an online lender. But since that time, we have introduced a mobile app. And we've introduced multiple other products, including a free credit score, our ID Protect product, and most recently we're launching what we call our Mogo crypto product to allow Canadians to buy and sell Bitcoin.
So what makes the company unique in the marketplace?
So we really believe that financial technology disruption is accelerating. So consumers led by millennials are looking for a digital experience in all aspects of their lives, and financial services is no different. In the U.S. today, you've got a whole bunch of players like Square, Robinhood, Credit Karma that have sort of been leading that charge. And in Canada, we are one of the few players that have raised significant amount of capital and have through that are one of the few players competing in the space. What also makes us unique, even compared to the U.S., is that we have brought multiple products all within one simple app. So today in the U.S., consumer has to have multiple products, multiple apps on their account, which consumers don't like to do. And we think ultimately this will be brought into one super app to manage your financial health. And we already are well ahead of the curve of that in Canada.
And what's the target market size that you're looking to go after?
Sure. So there's a few ways we look at the market size. We are really trying to become, as we said, the go-to app for millennials in Canada. There are 10 million millennials in Canada. Today, as I say, we have about 600,000 accounts, so we're very kind of small in that relative to the size of the opportunity. But the overall financial services market in Canada is a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. The top Canadian banks this year are going to make pre-tax profit of $95 billion this year alone. So we absolutely believe there is an opportunity to build Mogo into a multi-billion-dollar business within the Canadian market alone.
And what's your background? How did you get into all this?
So my background is I spent 16 years on Wall Street, most of that time with Lehman Brothers, and before that Goldman Sachs, doing technology banking in Menlo Park, New York, and London. I actually joined my identical twin brother who started this company 15 years ago. I joined him 6 years ago to help position the company for an IPO. We did 2 private rounds of financing and then did our IPO, as I said, 3 years ago. So he really covers the strategy and the product side, and I really do the partnership and the capital markets.
And from what you can tell me, what are some of the company's growth drivers?
So our primary growth driver today is our subscription and services revenue. So subscription and services revenue is driven by our new fee-based products. So I mentioned the Mogo Protect, which is really a subscription, monthly subscription, $8.99 a month. We announced that we have about 20,000 customers on that product right now. Our latest quarter, our subscription and services revenue was up 110% year over year and was the primary growth driver of our overall revenue. That was the 5th sequential growth quarter of accelerating growth. And we are projecting that by Q4 of this year, it will comprise at least 50% of our total revenue. And that's really going to be an important inflection point where Mogo is really, we believe, going to be viewed more as a true fintech platform rather than our historic online lending business.
And where can our audience go and find more information about Mogo?
Go to our website, www.MOGO.ca. We've got a whole bunch of information there. As you mentioned, we are listed on NASDAQ. We just recently listed there under the ticker MOGO, and we're listed on the TSX as well under the same ticker.
My name is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're here at the LD Micro Invitational 2018 in Bel Air, California. With me again is Greg Feller from Mogo Finance Technology, publicly traded company, symbol MOGO on the NASDAQ and TSX. Greg, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.